Another $250 billion. And a big part of that, is because corporations are finally going to pay a staggering minimum that lets Medicare negotiate price of prescription drugs, as they do with the Department of Veterans Affairs.
Dave, the pickup artist.
Hello, vinyl community. Dave the Pickup Artist. Another round of Psychedelic Sunday. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I know I am. And I pulled out some records from the Psychedelic Vault, and we're going to have a look at them. And with that, let's get right to the first one.
We got us some good uns. Dogged if we don't.
We've got Joseph, Stoned Age Man.
It's getting cold. The ground will be shaking, but I come up breaking. I ain't got no big healthy frog for snakes. And I ain't mad, baby.
Now, not a lot is known about this cat, as usual. We get a little paragraph here that tells us that he was discovered by an A&M man who found Joseph, whose real name is Joseph Long, I believe, at a bar doing a Battle of the Bands type competition with B.B. King and T-Bone Walker, if you can believe that. And he ended up signing Joseph to do this album called Stoned Age Man. We got basically a hard rock, psych, a lot of great keyboard in here, some sitar. I imagine it's Joseph on sitar, but there's no bass and drums. We don't know who that is or anything like that. This is a Sunday's reissue. One source says that he went on to do uncredited work with folks like Johnny Winter. Another source says he was going to do a follow-up to this called No Shirt, No Shoes, No Service. But that fell through. It's on, this is a remake of the Scepter. Now, first presses of this go for like $500. We've got Them. A lot of people, when they think of the band Them, they think of Van Morrison and Them. Van did 2 official albums with Them, and he took off and did his own thing, and the band went into a psychedelic direction, and frankly, the psychedelic albums are more sought after and more rare than the albums with Van. And one of them is a, and now I believe this is from 1970. self-titled album, Them. Strange cover. Now, this has practically no members of the original band. Everyone's bailed, and the only one left is the bass player, the original bass player, and he's only on this for 5 minutes. So they recruited session guitarist Jerry Cole, a Wrecking Crew guitar regular, and he put his touches on this, and it is a great album. We got hard rock. Well, you know the guitar is going to be great if it's Jerry Cole. He's one of the best. We got a little bit of information on this, and you can find out. It's on the Happy Tiger label, which was a label that was founded by Jerry Cole. But yeah, this is kind of like Joseph. This is hard rock, psych. We get some covers here. The In the Midnight Hour, they do a great cover of that. But yeah, if you can find that, check that out. It's a great psych album. They had, this was their second to the last album. They had another one after that, after this, that came out, I think in '72. So we're going to take a break from the hard rock psych and go up to Boston with Orpheus.
Couldn't go where you go, where you go, where you
go. These guys were a Boston-based psych band. This is kind of like lounge psych. Yeah, but they used to open up when the big bands came through town. They would open up for like The Who, but they'd be like on the bottom of the bill. There'd be somebody ahead of them, like the Beacon Street Union or some of the bigger psych bands. But they had a couple albums. This is one you could probably pass up, though. Very cool cover, though. Psychedelic of the times. The next one I have is a favorite. We've got the Electric Prunes.
I had too much to drink last night. Too much to drink. I'm not ready to face the light. I had too much to drink last night.
Their first offering. I'll show you a picture of that close-up of that psych. Sorry about the shrink, but I like to keep the shrink on these. Yeah, their first album. A lot of people know it for I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night. That's a great track. But my favorite is the first track on side 2, Get Me to the World on Time.
If I could get like you too, I turn around and run. I'm moving faster, and I'm heading for disaster. Here I go, here I go, fire, here I go. Get me to the world on time. You gotta get me to the world on time. One kiss from the
And this is on the Reprise label. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is purple. The Electric Prunes, their second album's even better than the first album. They never put out a bad album. Well, in the 60s they never did. I haven't heard a lot of their later stuff, which I plan on eventually looking into. The next I have is another wacky one. We've got the East Side Kids. Yes, East Side Kids. This was another LA band. Put out one album, another one and done. But yeah, there were, I guess at one point there were 6 people in the band, and one of them was Jimmy Greenspan, I believe was his name. Another guy went on to work with the guys in West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. The next item I have is a poster. This is a family dog poster. The other venue, concert production company. This, we've got a Blue Cheer concert being promoted by the dog. And you have the, of course, the family dog insignia. A lot of times they hid that insignia somewhere in the, and it was like a Where's Waldo type of situation where you try to find it. But on this particular night, it was Blue Cheer, and the opening band is Superfine Dandelion, which you can barely see the name right here. Superfine Dandelion was a kind of a whimsical pop psych band, so what a night that would have been to see 2 completely different psychedelic bands on the same night. But yeah, this was these are very cool. I love the art on these. And speaking of Blue Cheer, next record is the 67 Demos. This was a record store day release. Of course, it's on the Bottle Rocket, part of the Sundays group. And what this is this is a 3-track, one-sided EP from the Demos. This is before they even put out their first album. They did a live in-studio, basically a concert of 3 songs, and recorded them and submitted the demos to these demos are what they submitted to the record company, and that's what gave them the green light to do their first album. Yeah, this is very cool. It's a little bit more raw than the tracks on their first album, which makes this very cool. Some of the tracks I like better than the tracks on the first ones, but that's all good though. Yeah. The 76 demos, Blue Cheer, and this came in the Playboy inner sleeve. I'm sure you've all seen that before. On a clear blue vinyl. And this also came with a poster, and this is very cool. We've got Blue Cheer and a poster. Apparently, Blue Cheer was a star of the week. Tasty Freeze, a star of the week. This is the original 3-piece Blue Cheer. And yeah, that is all I've got for this week. Hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you again real soon.